You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop, prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No, you can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's ZENNI.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. What's happening? Come on in here. My goodness, my good. Okay, we're going to have, this is an intervention today. Y'all come in here, all right? I have seen your damn basement. I have. And I saw somebody's garage here in Florida where you all moved down here from up north and you bring all your stuff and you all have a classic car, don't you? Everybody that moves to Florida has a classic car that's up on bricks and it sits in the garage, and someday, but I've seen it. There's a lot of clutter in there. But the other thing is, I've actually met a lot of you in person, and man, your brain is cluttered too. And we got to stop that. Just get that out of your mind, okay? We'll figure that stuff out. Right? Today, we're talking about clearing the clutter. The Stoics said, do it. I believe in Stoics. Let's do it. It is the Daily Boost. It's me, Scott Smith. Thanks for coming around and hanging out with me. 20 years now. This is crazy, man. Thanks for enjoying the journey with me. I hope you've enjoyed it a little bit. There's so much to come still. I just got a note from Chris here a little bit ago. Chris has been with me since 2012. And that's not unusual. This podcast started in 2006. It's still going. People say, how did you do that? I'm here. Can I just share something with you? I'm here to have fun with my life. I like to do that. And I used to say, I'm not here to make a difference. I'm here just to have fun. But the more I have done this, the more I recognize my unique way of thinking about things, which I just do. I don't overthink this. Is that I'm here to have a good time and I want to make a real big impact on the world. And I don't even know what that is. And it's going to come to me. And I will tell you this. And those of you who listen to me for a while, and certainly for the past year or so, there is something percolating up here. There's something going on. There's something coming my way. Don't know what it is. You're going to be here, but I want the same thing for you. I want you to be on purpose with what you're doing. Even if all I know how to do, my purpose is to go make a podcast, even if that's all I got, even if my purpose is to help somebody, figure out how to stay married, which I, by the way, think is most of what I do. I'm serious. I have a lot of coaching clients that are in business. They come to me for business coaching. They say, I want to make $30K a month. I said, great, let's go make $30K a month. No big deal. Yeah, but my wife really hates me right now. She's so bad. I'm working too much. I go, okay, let's keep you married first so you can enjoy the 30K. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I know there's a difference being made, and I hope you have that in your life. You'll find it if not. Remember, if you don't know your purpose is to go find your purpose. duh. You're doing it anyway, right? But Scott, I haven't found it yet. I know. That's the fun part. I don't think I have too many more, as I say, life lessons to learn. I think more purposes definitely coming my way too. But if not, that's okay too. Let's talk about clutter. Oh, why not? Let's give you something you can actually use today instead of my commentary, in my opinion, okay? Yeah, boomer, shut up. Humans are hoarders, and that's you. Now, even you minimalist people, remember the minimalist movement? They had the Netflix special, The Minimalist and all that kind of stuff. I love the fact they came out the second time around. They said, well, we kind of overthought it. We were maybe a little too minimal, and now we've got furniture. I saw the first one. I said, you guys are stupid. You're just trying to get paid for a Netflix special. This is dumb. You know, we need stuff. We have stuff. Humans need stuff. But we not only hoard the stuff in our garage, we hoard the stuff in our head. We hoard the stuff in our relationships. We hang on to stuff. I love it when people come to me and they say, Scott, listen, I'm going to tell you this. It's not an excuse. It doesn't matter. But I'm going to tell you it anyway. Ha, gotcha. You're hoarding the stuff. It does matter. And that's okay. Because everything you've ever done, everything you've ever owned is part of who you are. And it's going to hang out back there. I mentioned yesterday, my wife passed away 18 years ago. I'm not over it. I sometimes almost say her name. I call Joy. Joy is my second wife of 18 years now. And I sometimes will go, I'll almost say Cheryl, my first wife's name. Almost will. You don't get over it. You just deal with it, okay? So everything is in you. It's in you. You're not going to clear the slate. We're just going to focus on new stuff. So when it comes to hoarding, okay, here's the deal. When you got stuff in your head or your garage, works either way, hanging on to what has worked well but needs to go so you can do more of what you want. That's why you're hanging on to stuff, right? You're hanging on to what has worked so well, but frankly, it needs to go so you have some space to do more of what you want to do. I'm sure that makes sense to at least two people in this audience today. It just means that whatever got you here today still works just fine, but it's not going to get you where you want to go, so you need to let it go. New level, new devil. When I'm coaching people, I understand something. I understand for every problem I can fix, I just made another problem. What? It's great for retention, I'm telling you. Shh, don't say that out loud. That's the silent part, out loud. No, it's true. Every single time we solve one problem, you ever wonder why, hey, I finally got this figured out, got it under control, and now that goes crazy? That's how it is. You just elevated yourself, and that will never stop. What? No, when you get to the top, when you get to you've climbed the mountain, you're right at the top, you're like, well, that's cool, I got to the mountain. The only thing that's good about it is nobody else is there. But the winds are blowing, trying to knock you off. You can't breathe. Oh, you're going to freeze to death. You just ran out of food and you have no more oxygen left in the bottle. You got another problem. You got to learn to surf on your butt all the way down the mountain. You'll be fine. Hanging on to what you do that has worked sometimes needs to go so you can get more of what you want. Also, it falls into another category. Hanging on to what doesn't work in hopes that it will work someday. Oh, that one, huh? Both can go on for years. And you know what the result is frustration. Because you kind of long for something else, but you're hanging on to this stuff that either got you here, but it won't take you any further, or you've tried to try it, and it's just not working. I was on a call with a client, and we ran into kind of that situation, dealing with it for a few months, and it's kind of getting kind of crazy. So basically, after exploring every angle from it, was, well, should I keep it? Should I put it onto the side and come back to it? Should I toss it and start over? Basically, the conversation comes down to should I? Oh, man.
When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
Tony Robbins will say, you must make your move. Yeah. The mere fact that you keep questioning it tells me something. It tells me you want to drop it. You're just worried about what comes next, which is strange because what's next is good and it's what you want. See, when somebody comes to me and we're talking, and I do lots of conversations, and it keeps coming up, and they go, well, I don't know with this. I know they want to get rid of it, but they don't know what it's replaced with. Are you in that situation? That's some clutter in your mind that if you could just get clear, because everybody will say to me, Scott, just tell me how to do it. If I could tell you exactly how to do it, what the next step was, you would drop whatever you had. How do I know that? I hate my job, but I don't want to do the crap in the process of getting a new job. And then you go through it, or maybe you get lucky and somebody calls you up and goes, hey, I'm just going to double your salary. Can you start tomorrow? You're like, I'm out of here. See, the clutter is gone. Life is good again. Let me ask you a question. How would you feel if you dropped everything that's holding you back right now? I'm talking to you. How would you feel if you could drop everything that's holding you back, making you angry, pissing you off, not moving you forward, all that stuff? I know it's a fantasy, right? But how would you feel if you could and you woke up in the morning with a clean slate ready to move? How would you feel? I know, right? If you're doing what I think you're doing, maybe there's a little smile like, yeah, man, that's stupid. We can't do that. But man, what if it did? You might have that little embarrassed look people get. There's a little smile that comes on most people's face. I can actually hear it when you do it. I can hear the audio. I know it's weird. It's an intuitive thing. But I can see it in your face too. You don't even know what's happening. But there's a little, the muscle in your, it's like when, oh man, if I dropped everything, I could do whatever I want to do. There's this little, can't say it out loud. I bust you when that happens. There's some clarity and freedom that comes from saying, what? I can just drop it all. And face it, how many times, if I just went out of here, I want to start over. No, you don't. You want to build on what you built, but you want to get rid of the crap. Yeah. Crap is a motivational word. It's in the motivational guidebook. It is. It's like when you're trying to motivate people, you say the word crap. I made that part up. You're not going to lie to yourself. It would feel great, wouldn't it? You are surrounded by clutter in so many different ways. And probably most of it's in your mind. How do I know that? I was on a call the other day, a coaching call, asked a question, what's stopping most people? And usually my answer is it's because they don't know the path forward. The entire group individually all said, ourselves. They all said it. That's the power of group coaching. That's why I love to do this stuff. Man, it's incredible. We'll open it soon. You can come in my group if you want to, okay? It was a moment. And so if there's something in your life that I just resonated with, you're just thinking about it. I have a rule here, the 30-day cooling off period. That's it. Whatever has popped in your mind, think, hey, let's think about it. But don't go backwards. At least lean forward into it. Like, consider the possibility. Well, what if I could? You know what ends up happening when I tell people that? If something popped in your mind that you knew you could change, and I say, here's your 30-day cooling off period, don't blame it on me, okay? I just gave you an idea. Most times I will get a letter or a phone call saying, I don't need 30 days, I got this, which is crazy. See, what happens when we reframe things in the subconscious mind, your subconscious says, it's about damn time, and boom, it goes out and fixes stuff. Seriously, the boss of you that lives inside you, subconscious, is saying, would you get this mask off of me? Would you get this hat you've been putting on my head off of me? Would you just do what I keep telling you to do because I know what's best for you and you're not doing it. You're just not listening to me. And that's all clutter in your head. It is. It's simple. If you're going to make a life decision, if you stay, you can't go. If you go, you can't stay. Duh. There's Scott logic right there. I might be the only guy that does the kind of work I do that says, duh. Sorry, I just can't do it the other way. I've tried it the other way. I literally tried to be Brendan Burchard. I said, man, I can't do that stuff. Are you kidding me? I do it my way. We get real. Down and dirty. Besides, I don't have a smile. I can't do that. Brendan and Tony, the same dentist, right? Am I right? Is it just me? I'm pretty sure. Okay. Can I leave you alone now? Scott at dailyboostpodcast.com if you can answer that question for me. Tomorrow, steps to getting what you want. Yeah, I got a few of them too.